Hello friends, this video on Quadrilaterals part 18 is brought to you by examfear.com. No more fear from exam. Let us now look at a square. Now a square has a property that all sides are equal. So this is the special property of the square which makes them special. So all sides are equal, they have all angles equal, very similar to rectangle. They have all diagonals equal, which is again very similar to rectangles. Diagonals bisect each other, so which is again a common property of both rectangle as well as parallelogram. Diagonals are perpendicular to each other. This is again a new property in a square, that their diagonals are perpendicular to each other. That means, let's say this is the diagonal, so the diagonal bisect it definitely. So this part is equal to this part. At the same time, this angle is 90 degrees. So these angles are 90 degrees. So that's again a special property of a square. So let us try to prove this special property. That let's see how diagonals are perpendicular bisector of each other. So here we have considered a square A, B, C, D. So let us draw the diagonals like this. So let us assume that the point where the diagonals bisect each other is O. So what do we want to prove here? So we are trying to prove that angle COD is equal to 90 degrees, angle BOC is equal to 90 degrees. So all these angles are 90 degrees. That is what we are trying to prove here. So how do we prove that? Let's see. Here again we consider two triangles. Now which triangles are we going to consider now? So we can now, since we want to prove that this angle is 90, this angle is 90, let's try to consider these two triangles. That is triangle COD and triangle BOC. So in these two triangles we see that CD is equal to CB because all sides in a square are equal. So squares have equal sides. Again OC will be equal to OC, which is common. So this is OC. So this is going to be the common side. And then DO is equal to BO. Now why DO is equal to BO? That's because as a property of parallelogram itself, we know that the diagonals bisect each other. So because of that, DO will be equal to BO. Now considering these three relations, we can say that triangle COD is congruent with triangle BOC by side congruency, SSS congruency. Now since these two triangles are congruent, therefore we can say that angle COD will be equal to angle BOC. So we have proved that this angle is equal to this angle. But at the same time, we can see that these two angles together form a straight line. That means angle COD plus angle BOC is equal to 180 degree. That is very clearly seen in the figure because both of them form the diagonal and the diagonal is a straight line. Therefore, we can say that angle COD will be equal to angle BOC will be equal to 180 degrees by 2, which is equal to 90 degree. And this is what we wanted to prove. Thus, we have proved that diagonals in a square are perpendicular bisectors of each other. Thank you. Please visit examfear.com for free quality education. You can learn with a simple 4-step learning process wherein you can watch video lessons, you can ask your questions, you can refer notes, and you can take a free online test. We have content for class 6 to 12 on physics, chemistry, mathematics, and biology along with practical videos. So please subscribe to our channel for daily updates. Thank you.